Hey everyone, it's me, Code1996, and today I'm happy to bring you the Kirby Avalir 2. I just traded in my Century 2 that I've had about 10 years, and it was in need of a refurbishment, and I decided I just wanted to upgrade to a new one. So I have the multi-surface shampoo system, and he did throw me in a new dirt meter. Well, a used one, but new to me. And a few pads so I can show the difference and see what we can get out of this carpet. So we're here with the Kirby tools. These are the extension wands. They just slide and lock together just like that. The hose is the same crush-proof hose. Love that. With the same little handle on it as the previous generations. It now comes with a bag for all the tools. Hopefully this will keep me from losing them. The last container, they kind of fell off and it wasn't very user-friendly. This keeps everything together so you don't lose it. Love that. Here is the handheld shampooer. The upholstery tool, the wall and ceiling brush or ceiling fan cleaner, the crevice tool with the brush on it. Love that. I instantly lost this. That was the first thing that I lost on the previous one. Here we have the handle, so you can use in handheld mode if you want to clean your mattresses, or if you're carrying it around, or if you want to clean your stairs. Here is the blower attachment. The handheld, the angle with this adjustable section. Love that. So you don't have to pull down your drapes. And here is the floor tool. And I believe this produces about 70 CFM down here at the cleaner head. So that's more than enough. That's more than the Dyson V11, which produces about 50. So here we go. This is, they call this the massage tool, but this really works good for vacuuming out your pets to get all the loose hair and everything. I used to use that on the dogs all the time because they go out and roll in the grass and then come inside and get it all over, so I just vacuum them with this and get them nice and clean. Nice dusting brush. Looks a little bit different than the last one. Oh, maybe it's because there's an extra belt right here. Look at that. Love that. They give you an extra belt. I forgot it was on there. So you take that off and there's your dusting brush. Looks normal now. I was like, those are short bristles. It doesn't seem right. But yeah, it's nice, soft horsehair bristles. You can see some of them are starting to fray. It's okay. And this is the front attachment that you put on when you are using the blower. So that's cool. It just sucks in the air into there. It'll protect you from the fan. Cool. That's awesome. So love all these attachments and love that they're all right here in the bag. So I won't lose them as easily, and they all fit in here so neatly. And you can just carry this bag around with you wherever you go instead of having to lug that plastic thing around. And look, you won't lose anything. Always make sure the dusting brush is kind of on top of the way. Love that. Love that very, very much. And you just zip it back up. And just like that, you have all your Kirby attachments right here. And now, I can put them in my storage unit. Right under here. Just like that, ever so effortlessly. Move them right out of the way. I probably could honestly break the Kirby down and fit the whole thing under here. That's the thing about the Kirby that's amazing, is you can break it down and store it in places that you need to. So like to keep the cats away from it and to keep them from putting their claws in the bag, I could store it in there. So now we're going to take a look at the shampooer. I have some of the carpet shampoo right here, 32-ounce bottle with a sprayer. If you want to just spray it down, you can, for like spots and stains, then you put the rest in here. This is the roller for the hard floors. The tube is right here. It's a shorter tube. Let's take this out. Hi, Eddie. There we go. There's a ready to use and a concentrate one. I'll have to read and see what the difference is in them. They're for vinyl ceramic tile and no wax hardwood floors. So this is the new shampooer. They designed it differently, so now you don't have to take the whole head of the machine off to use the shampooer system and empty it. You can just take the tray out. You just pull this out, take it, and go empty it, and that's all you have to do. So effortlessly. It's so cool. And I'll show you the brushes underneath. They are a redesigned brush roll. They're quite a bit more stiff than the previous ones, and the chevron design of them doubled up on each side. So that's really going to give good agitation on the floors and spreading all of the foam. So I'm excited to use this on these floors. I am going to, of course, take off this bag before we even do anything. We're going to first use the dirt meter to see what we can initially get up that the other machines have left behind. I have used the cordless Dyson V15 Detect. I have used the Rainbow Home Cleaning System, and I have used the Filter Queen Majestic, all on this carpet, as well as the Kenmore Intuition. I have used all those, and the Shark. I've used the Shark on this as well. So all those vacuums, and I get down in the carpet, and I can still see sand down here. So we're going to see what this can get out that all the competition can't. Because this has over 133 CFM. So we're going to test this right now. Take your dirt meter, put it on the machine, lock it into place. We're going to take one of the cleaning pads, put them in here. They feel a different material than the other ones that I've used in the past. There we go. You just lock it into place. And there we go. Now we'll be able to see what all the others leave behind. So before we start, we're going to go over this section right here with the Dyson V15 Detect on max mode for a few passes until I feel like it's gotten as much dirt up as it's going to. Alright, we have our V15 Detect right here. Let's turn it on and get cleaning. The numbers aren't really going up very much from before. I vacuumed this last night. Vacuum it this way. The cool thing about this Dyson is you can use it sideways when you're standing and it goes perpendicular to it. Alright, this is about how I typically would vacuum, like that. Now, if this Dyson is as good as he claims it is, there should be little to no dirt left in this carpet. Alright, so let's turn it on and see how well this machine performs. is getting blocked. But look at the sand that was left in the carpet. Look at this. And you see those, what are those metal things? Those are like, I don't even know. They look like little metal pins. Or something. Look at that. That is crazy. It was able to pull all this out of the carpet. That's everything all the rest of them have left deep inside. I love this so much. I've missed having the Kirby. Alright. So we see that is how much this Dyson has left in the carpet. I probably could get more if I put a new pad up there. But you can see that the dust too that it left in the dirt. Besides just the heavy ground and sand. That's really crazy. So now we're going to test a spot with the filter queen. And we're going to test it right here. Behind it. So we're going to get started with that. Okay, so we have the filter queen with a relatively new cone in it. I've only used it like twice since I put the cone in. You can hear it picking up the sand. You can see the agitation. Look. Has pretty decent agitation. But I don't know. Kind of just pulling itself. My brush roller, my motor or something's going bad already. Who knows how long it was sitting in storage for. I think this is about as clean as the filter queen was gonna get it. We brought over Mr. Kirby, so here we go. Let's start. Okay, so I would have to say that the Dyson actually works a little better than the Filter Queen. And that's very surprising. Because this is all the dirt that the Filter Queen left. And this is all the dirt that the Dyson left. It's the Dyson. That's the Filter Queen. So maybe not. Looks like they're about the same actually. So it looks like the Dyson and the Filter Queen have left about the same amount of dirt in the carpet. That's surprising. I have vacuumed these carpets so many times. You have no idea. Spent hours with the Rainbow on my hands and knees with the power nozzle hooked right to the hand so I can like get the maximum airflow, and all this sand is still left in the carpet. That's so crazy. So now we're going to do a spot right here with just the Kirby. Alright, so let's get started. Look at this. And this is what all the rest of the vacuums are leaving in your carpet. You see this? Only Kirby's can get this out. I don't trust any other vacuum brand. I would only truly trust the Kirby. That is crazy. So much dirt. Wow. Right, so we have attach the bag, and now let's use the full performance, because that only uses like 17% of the vacuum's performance. Did you know that? You see? Now it's properly sealing when I was supposed to run it. That is. The tech drive. pretty dirty room. As you can see, we're going to use this Kirby to vacuum up all this mess. So we have it in the tool mode. We're going to use the floor cleaner tool. We have it all set up and ready to go.
powerful. You can hear the airflow. You can there's a sorry key. Just fix it all out. Paint it beautiful. That's super powerful. Okay. Has excellent airflow, all four sides, as you can see. The front and both sides, as well as the back, so it easily glides across and sucks up all the air. Look at that. Some strange nails up. Due to the tremendous amount of airflow, you don't need felt strip for this to work. The airflow alone is enough to remove the hair. You hear that? For the delicate stuff, you can open the airflow. And look, just like that, we can clean this pillow with one hand without it falling on the ground. If you need more, you can just close it. Too much? Let it go. Virtually spotless. I didn't make this up, this is natural. That's so powerful, I can barely even move it on the stairs. That's with the airflow open. Yeah, the cat hair. Just gone. Immaculate airflow. Gets the dirt nice and clean. You see that? See, I just twisted that around.